Good evening, Speed Gaming 3, and welcome to Fast Friday on the Speed Gaming ALTTPR Daily Series. We've got a really fast mode for you today, a Blitz mode, which is a 4-4 fast Ganon with a whole bunch of starting items, as you can see on these runner screens, in fact, starting Lamp, Flute, Boots, Master Sword, Mitts, and Moon Pearl. I'm Drosy here. I'm here with Nitro. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, my friend, and of course we'll get the 1 seed where all the dungeons will still be required, even though we only have to do 4 of them.
Yeah. It would be hard with a fast Ganon. I suppose there could be, like, there could still be Hammer on Ped and all 4 dungeons that are hammer locked are crystals. There's always that possibility, something crazy
or
like
even
that.
worse, all the swords are in GT.
Well, they start with Master Sword, so worst case, they're doing Master Sword, Silverless Ganon, though I'm sure they're hoping for either silvers or another sword.
Right, I did miss that. I did forget that they start with Master Sword in this mode. But yeah, this should be a relatively quick mode normally, but who knows?
Yeah, it should be somewhere in the 30 to 45 minute range if nothing strange happened.
And what's kind of cool is you get to pick your 4 dungeons that you want to do. So you don't necessarily, if TR is a crystal, have to do Trinex if you don't want.
Yeah, depending on, of course, what items the game gives you. You do have immediate Dark World access, both through Aga Tower and through Kakariko Portal with the Mitts, but the only dungeon you can do straight off the bat is Thieves Town.
Right.
And here we go with some money in Link's house.
All 4 of our runners starting in Link's house, so that's a good thing.
And that is a blue pendant in Eastern and regular crystals in Harran Desert.
Yeah, so realistically, all we need is a mirror or a hook shot and a hammer. We could do desert. I mean, sorry, Hera.
And we just need a book to do desert.
Right.
And Renderer discovers that the Tier 1 tree pull is big 20s, not a bad one. I did not see what late bit got out of King's Tomb there.
Yeah, I definitely missed that.
Slumberjack discovering that Meyer is Quake.
And Meyershed having nothing. And triple bombs there for late. There in Bunk Box.
And Lana Bean giving us our first look at Mini Moldorm Cave. With that starting activated flute, you can really go anywhere you want.
Right.
Got a Cane of Burna. That could be useful for the blind fight, though you already have Master Sword.
Right. All right, well, let's see what Blind has in his cell today. Hurt piece, more bombs, 20 bucks, and a heart piece, so really nothing there.
Yeah, we got so many Fun Sphere Zero items that... Oh, there's the hookshot in the back of Blind's hut, as you were saying, nothing fun there.
Now with the hookshot, you could definitely go up and do Death Mountain if you like.
Oh, absolutely.
You know.
Unfortunately, we had a little bit of a screen freeze there as Lana Bean did the latter part of Cackwell, so we'll see from Slumberjack what else was in there. Just a Lagamarang.
A Lagamarang.
Which Renderer is also picking up as 8-Bit and Lana Bean are in the process of getting their hook shots.
Now they have super quick mode because then they can use the hook shot for hook speed kind of everywhere.
Yeah, it is certainly a nice early find. Also good for stunning, though. That plus the red boomerang. I hope someone checks the stun prize soon.
We'll be interested to see when our runners decide with 3 hearts and no mail to go into the Dark World. They can go in through Thieves Town if they like.
Oh, was that the hammer in the back of Tavern? Yes, I guess I missed it when Renderer picked it up, but Slumberjack got it, so yeah, we now have a lot of stuff at our disposal. Thieves Town is full clearable. Hera is full clearable. And there's Ether on the library, and that is a Sphere 1 check with the starting boots.
I would assume that Lana got it as well.
Yeah, meanwhile, Thieves Town is actually our green pendant, so maybe we don't full clear it. Pod being our remaining pendant, and TR and Skullwoods.
Yeah, actually, all they need now is
today.
a Fire Rod or
There's a bottle in Lost Woods.
Fire Rod and Bombos, and they can full clear Ice Palace too. So, very interesting to see what the runners decide to do now, because certainly a lot is open to them.
Yeah, Lana's on the mountain, and she's finding like a cape and a blue mail.
Slumberjack is going into Pendant Thieves Town. We'll see how far they decide to go. Do they just do the front 4, or do they full clear this thing?
Yeah, front 4 is so easy. The big question is, how much time do you want to spend after that? Probably depends how much you get. We've seen 1 item and the mandatory big key so far.
I guess Lana did not get the hammer because she is in the Dark World on Dark Death Mountain with no mirror. I would have assumed she would have done Hera first before.
Yeah, you'd want to get the crystal there.
So either she didn't get it, or I'm gonna say, or the tracker ate the item.
Yeah, but if she has, oh, and I just missed what that last item was before Slumberjack saved and quit out of Thieves Town.
We'll just wait and see. Maybe she. Yeah, I'm not. And she doesn't have ether either from the back. Well, let's see what is Turtle Rock today. That is Bombos. So we now know our medallions. Should our runners choose to go into those dungeons? And nothing in Hookshot Cave.
So at this point, Bo would be... well, no, actually, Bo wouldn't get us anything because Eastern and Pod are both pendants.
Correct.
So Lana's gonna need that hammer. I don't know how she managed to skip back of Tavern.
Yeah, that's a really good question.
But I have to imagine she doesn't have the hammer, or else why wouldn't you do heroin? It's a crystal sitting there.
Right, exactly. And then do that in Spiral Cave, and then come all the way down.
Lumberjack giving us our first look at Ice Rod Cave, which doesn't have anything, but I think he's going to start a water walk. He's got enough money for us. Not starting a water walk. Interesting.
It looks like we're going to get our first look at Tower of Hera here.
Ooh, Lana does find the Cane of Samaria in Hyrule Castle map test.
Okay, well, that's another piece of our puzzle. Depending on which dungeons you want to do.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen Quake yet, so we can't do Mire. Once we can get into Mire, that means we can do it.
Correct.
And 8-Bit is on his way, trying to line up the bomb Herapod strats, which is a bit odd with the, hookshot and boots not just doing hook speed, but I guess he's more comfortable this way.
I like the Philly Pop better, to be honest with you.
Well, the thing about doing hook speed is it's really just brute forcing it until you get it.
Right.
But you don't have to waste bombs. So there's our small key. Have we gotten an item out of Harry yet?
Not to my knowledge, and we saw Professor Render doing some hovering over there.
We saw the map in the bottom of Hera, I guess.
All right, so let's see. Let's see what Troll Dorm has.
Late Bit having a bit of trouble with that Troll Dorm who is trolling him.
That's where he gets his name from. He at least
also
one victim per seed.
It's also always interesting to see people's preference between Master Sword spins and hammer hits. They do the same damage. It takes 3 hits either way to do in Moldorm. 8-Bit's doing a bit of a mix and match here.
To be honest with you, I actually prefer to do the Master Sword spins only because I hate the hammer and its hitbox.
So we did get a bottle in Hera map chest, but with Moldorm dropping the map, there is an item in Hera basement.
Right. But with no fire source, that kind of is irrelevant.
We have the lamp. That's a starting item.
Oh, right. I don't even know what I was. Never mind.
I thought it was Lana Bean, not Slumberjack, who got the Cane of Samaria. I'm looking at the trackers here. I don't think Slumberjack went into escape.
Yeah, I definitely thought it was. Yeah, but they might be having trouble with the trackers right now, I think.
Yeah.
From what I'm reading in the thing.
I gather it's some part of the same problem that's making the chat commands not work either.
And Lana has the mirror. Where did she get that? I missed that too.
I missed that too.
Well, with the mirror, she can now get to Hera without the hammer, though, which is nice. So she'll be working on her first crystal.
And one of Desert's items is just a single rupee.
So we have Hera and Desert are clearable. And then Ice Palace, we need Bombos. So, or Fire Rod.
And Meyer, we need Quake.
Meyer, we need Quake.
So we're pretty close to go mode.
We are. This is fast and ludicrous speed. Yeah, without having to do GT and with both Eastern and Pod pendants, you don't need a bow either because you can do Master Swords. You don't even need a bow to beat Ganon. So,
Of course, with Lana Bean having found that mirror, though she's our only runner without hammer, from our perspective, we're flippers away from being able to do swamp.
right? Yeah.
Thank you. Our tracker lady Laura Linda is telling us that the mirror was in Saha's closet. No one else has been that way because Eastern's a pendant and we don't have the bow, so no one else thought it worthwhile. Nice Burna strats from Lana Bean on Lanmos there.
Hey, well, she gets our first crystal, which is one of the 4 that she needs.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, like, TR is almost certainly not happening this seed, but we're 1 item away from 4 different crystals besides the 2 we know we can get.
Right. Exactly. So yeah, I would have to agree with you. TR is unlikely going to have anything, so we're not going to see Trinex's seed unless you know Fire Rod is on Laser Bridge or something evil, and so is Bombos or something like that.
Right. Even then, it would mean that we wouldn't be like, yeah, that, and we'd have to not have flippers for Swamp and not have Quake
Right.
for Meyer. Oh, so Slumberjack and Render are both doing Spike Cave here. We do have invincibility items. This is fully in logic.
Slumberjack didn't make it though.
I think he has a fairy. Yep.
Oh, he does.
Late Bit, however, does not. But that was intentional. This has kind of been a low health seed.
Yeah, I mean, well, in general, I think the Blitz ones are pretty low in general, so. Just curious how long Lana is going to be without that hammer, though.
Yeah, I guess she just forgot about the location.
That's possible.
Lumberjack's giving us our first look at Hype Cave, or at least that I've seen. Maybe someone else went in there and I missed it, but nothing in there, other than some health.
Yeah, that's a typical usual garbage cave now. Hype Cave has relocated a few times to different places in the old world. So See what our runners decide to do. They might be forced back into Thieves Town or into Pendant Pod.
Yeah, I'd take Thieves Town over Pendant Pod because then you get the green pendant and you can deliver that when you're in the pod
In the
area.
area, absolutely, yeah.
We also haven't seen the front of Skull Woods yet.
No. And we also haven't seen we haven't seen all of Escape, have we? No, we have. We have. From
have we seen Dark Cross?
Oh, no. We have not.
Though I also wasn't counting, maybe it's a key or the map.
Yeah, I definitely missed that one.
Is Slumberjack the first to do Smith Chain? I mean, I guess 8-Bit's also carrying around the Smith, and neither of them have gotten the mirror yet, so could be a bit. 8-Bit, I guess, is going to do Catfish here.
It's a long world tour for the Smith. Usually you don't see that, but without a mirror, it definitely makes sense.
And they're going to feel silly when they do get the mirror.
Yes.
But Renderer is the first of our runners doing the Back of Thieves, so we'll find out if anything useful's here.
Yeah, we definitely need info, so... Alright, let's see what Catfish has. There's a bow.
Ooh, interesting.
Well, that could help 8-Bit go and get that mirror, though, because now Pod and Eastern are there, so that wouldn't be a bad choice for them.
Yeah, and Lana Bean having the mirror.
Oh, and we have an Ice Rod, too.
Whoa, where was Ice Rod? I missed that.
Ice Rod was in the bomb chest up in Thieves Town, so...
Oh, the attic, okay.
Yeah, the attic, so... Now we get more information too. We might need to decide to go to TR. We just need Bombos and we just need Bombos. We already know where Kana Samaria is, so fire out.
So, interesting thing about that bow. Head is now in Logic, but we don't have the book to read it.
Right. It certainly is.
That would be a heck of a play if someone decided to blindfold Head in Blitz mode.
Yeah, I mean the only way you do that is again if for some reason you have a feeling that there's something there, but I don't know. We'll see. And Lade is definitely going to get his mirror here, so he'll be happy about that. And actually, now you flute right over and you could do Pod and Eastern in one go if he wants.
Hey, and we've got our chat commands working again. Shout outs to the amazing T Sigma who somehow fixes any problem known to man.
Yes, I am in awe of his powers of fixing things. Usually him or Synac that have to fix most stuff.
Well, Synac does the stuff with Randomizer, Smith does the stuff with Speed Gaming.
Exactly. All right, well, down goes Blind. Let's see what he gives. Just a map, so and a green pendant for render, so that'll give him an opportunity to go over and get the mirror from Saha.
Speaking of which, 8-Bit must have gotten that mirror on his way into Eastern, unless he fluted to 5, actually.
No, I think he did get the mirror.
Okay. I wasn't sure, because sometimes if you flute to 5 and go into Eastern that way, your plan is to do Saha after Eastern.
Right.
So Lana Bean's taking her mirror up Death Mountain, so she'll do Hera now.
Yeah, she definitely needs to get that hammer, though. There's no way around it. I mean, Crystal Dungeon-wise, she has to get it. I mean, sometimes if Eastern is a crystal, you could get away with it, but just don't know if she can do it without it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Slumberjack is going to get that Cane of Samaria momentarily.
Yep.
Oh, we find half magic in Eastern. That's a nice little pickup.
That'll be nice for the Ganon fight, especially more than likely going to be on Master Sword Silverless. That is almost a must-have item. I mean, it is doable without it, but it makes it a lot easier.
I mean, if we have to be on Lamp, it's not gonna be a big deal. But
Right.
If we find the Fire Rod, it certainly makes it more palatable to use the Fire Rod. I want to see a Zora check, though. We have Zora money many times over.
Yeah, I'm kind of... Well... Yeah. You know, like we said earlier, you know, it's just that mirror would have made it so much easier, but I'll have to see.
It would also be nice to find another sword, because if we don't get silvers, you really want tempered.
You do. But the other two swords could be sitting in the GT.
It's possible.
Alright, so...
Armos Knights just gave us some cash.
Alright, well, now at the mirror, Lapik will go take care of Desert. Looks like Lana is going to check the basement.
And looks like Renderer's gonna get his bow.
See if Render decides to fall into Eastern or not. Just a heart piece, so nothing in Hera basement.
Yeah, so our other runners definitely saved themselves time there.
Yeah. And Slumberjack going into Pendant Pod. We know Learia would be very happy with Slumberjack going into Pendant Pod.
I thought she only liked green pendant pod.
I think she was my mentor in the tournament. She liked Pod no matter what. As long
Well, I think green pendant pod is just when she'll actually go to Helma and pendant pod.
Right, exactly. But yes, she loved Pendant Pod. All right, so Render gonna get his mirror. And I go into Skull Woods.
Looks like Slumberjack doesn't have his bow because he didn't go around the bow-locked side.
He does not. He didn't go to Catfish.
And there's the big key for Lana Bean. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a small key, so she can't just go right away and check the big chest. There's a small key, though.
Yeah, I mean, eventually you're fine.
She also finds our first shield. Lovingly made by Fisher-Price.
Yes. Not the item she wants to see, though. She's hoping, oh, there's the book. Oh, she could go read Ped.
Yeah, I mean, I would read Ped. Lana, you have the big key. Why? Oh, yeah, you have 2 items, right. Shield and book, and that's all we're getting out of Skullwoods.
And so we're not going to get a Ped check. Oh, well. Next time, I guess.
Darn.
Ain't nothing in pod, although we don't know about the Bowlock side, but from what we saw, there was really nothing in Pendant Pod that really helped.
Yeah, we just haven't found the way to beat any of these Crystal Dark World dungeons yet. We can beat all of the pendant ones.
We can. And we can now, with literacy, read and get the Bombos tablet and all those things too.
And Lana, with her mirror, could actually combine Catfish and Zora.
Oh, late found Bombos. Apparently.
Oh,
he's
totally missed that.
Yeah. But no Kana Samaria, so we'll have to do the Ice Palace bomb jump.
That's unfortunate that he went to wherever Bombos was, but didn't do escape.
Right? Oh, goodness. Well, see how he does with his Ice Palace bomb jump or not. But yeah, now full clearable Ice Palace. And Lana's gonna go into Eastern without the bow. Catfish.
Well, Eastern didn't really have anything except half magic, as I recall.
No, but still, if the answer is on Ped, she's got to double dip this. If the fire rod or something is there that she needs.
Yeah, seems very unlikely the answer would be on Ped.
It is, but we do have access to it, so.
Yeah. At this point, we just need either Flippers, Fire Rod, or Quake.
Yep.
So yes, it could be something crazy like Quake is on Ped and Flippers and Fire Rod are both in Mire.
Yeah, that would be evil.
It would take something really crazy like that.
But actually, with Bombos, TR is an option now too.
At least as far as we can get in TR without the Fire Rod.
That is true, and it could be a huge waste of time. However, it's still something you can do now that we have the means to do so.
Would be a heck of a rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah, I mean, you really would have to be gambling at this point to go into TR. Well, first of all, Lapit, the only one with Bombos, can't go into TR anyway because he doesn't have Canis Maria. So that solves his problems. So it really, for him, he's not even thinking TR yet because he has no access to it because he doesn't have Samaria.
Oh, there's Bombos. It was in a Genus cave all along.
Ah, okay. Well, that answers our question where Bombos was.
So Sphere 1 Bombos.
Yeah. Alright, so far nothing in Ice Palace.
Sphere 1, Samaria, and Hammer and Hookshot. Like... we have like 3 crystals in Sphere 2.
Yes. And Lana still does not have the hammer. I think it's gonna be a last location for her. Alright, what is on the...
She even needs it.
I
mean, she can't do ice without it.
Right, can't do ice, can't do swamp. She's got to hope that Quake is somewhere that she can get to. Because if she could get Quake, she can do Skullwood and Fire Rod. She can get away without it, because then she can do Mire and Skullwoods. But yeah, can't do Ice Palace without it. That's for sure. Best Surrender in Ice Palace now. He will be able to do Icebreaker because I believe he did. Or no, it doesn't. He doesn't have it either.
Also, interesting, now that we know where Bombos is, that Lana Bean never actually checked.
Yeah.
Because she was the first to do Desert. She was right in that area. She had the mirror even.
Yep. Well, we're going to get a Zora check from Lana at this point, so.
Oh, and there's Powder in Waterfall Cave. That gives us Magic Bat, though behind the Flippers.
Yep.
Slumberjack's going to get his Bombos, so he'll be the first to be able to actually do Ice Palace with Icebreaker.
Yep. Alright, so Zora's Ledge is just $20. And Lana's going to give 500 of her 15 to Zora.
It was burning a hole in her pocket.
Yep. For a piece of heart.
Love lessons for sale.
Yep.
Our tracker Robs is saying Renderer has Flippers. Were they in ice somewhere?
Then so would Lapit, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know where he...
I mean, if Renderer has Flippers, he's in go mode.
He is.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Scrupula. Yes, flippers cannot be an ice palace in no glitch
right.
logic.
Listen, we just can imagine them being there because no, you're right. They definitely can't be there.
But we do have this rough situation then. First of all, why has no one else checked Lost Woods if that's where Renderer got them?
That's a really good question.
Second of all, Renderer is in go mode provided he's willing to do Master Sword Silverless Ganon.
And I would assume he is, because why not? You know. And maybe in Swamp Palace along the way he will find his sword.
This is not a pleasant cold stare fight when you don't have the fire rod or a better sword.
No, it is not.
He does have his blue goo at the ready.
And at least he has blue mail, so at least cold stare is a little more friendly, but not by much.
Okay, one puff down. Two puffs down.
Lana in Thieves Town. Not gonna find her hammer though, that's for sure.
I can't remember what, if anything, was in the big chest.
I think it was a small key.
Oh, okay.
So she's not gonna get burned as far as that's concerned. And Lapit's gonna be able to do the bow side of pod, and Professor Ender's never even gonna go into pod, so. There's small keys, which is basically locking most of the front of the dungeon, so we'll have to see where.
Wait, those were two small keys on the bowlock side? Then the entire back is logically bowlocked.
Right.
Welcome to our Raiders from Speed Gaming. This is the ALTTPR daily race. We do a fast Friday, so this is Blitz mode, 4-4 fast Ganon. Just need to grab 4 crystals and beat Ganon. Unfortunately, we're currently on Master Sword Silverless.
Well, that means 52 spins right now for Professor Render without a bow. Even if he gets the bow here, he's not going to get the other bow on Catfish. So.
Yeah, Tempered Sword would be much more useful to him at this point.
Right, exactly. But he's in skipping mode, so he knows he's not checking anything that's not like directly in his path. So, and we also know that Bombo's medallion is nothing as well. So Bombos and Ether tablets are garbage. And Lana still 42 minutes in has not. Yeah, I think at this point the hammer is a moot point for her.
And for those of you who missed it, the hammer is in the back of Kakariko Tavern. A relatively unusual place to skip.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely unfortunate. And it looks like Lapid is going to Helma.
And Renderer setting up the diver down with bombs because he still doesn't have Kane. Nothing in those chests.
Yeah, so Master Sword Silverless, for those who don't know, it's 52 total spins. 12 in phase 1, 12 in phase 2, 1 per in phase 3, and then 24 in the final phase. So the hardest one I would, say is probably phase 2. Once you get past that, it's, clean sailing.
Yeah, and Samaria can actually be useful there to prevent the recoil since you have to do these spins.
Yeah. Unfortunately, he doesn't have that. So
Worth noting that 15 people in the race total, we don't have any finishers yet, so no one else has been any better at solving this than the 4 runners we have on the restream.
yeah. I mean, this was a weird seed, to be quite honest with you. I mean, Lana's now remembering Chicken Hut, so she's closer to the hammer now. And I think she's going to kick herself in about 30 seconds, unless she totally thinks she did it.
And down goes Argus for Professor Renderer.
Yes.
Again, because we've been having problems with the tracker app, I can't remember if he's done Harry yet. I feel like he has.
I think he has. But Lana finally has her hammer. So that's good.
Yeah, Renderer, it looks like he's running to the pyramid now.
Yep, he's definitely on his way. And about to do Master Sword Silverless Ganon, which in this mode is definitely more and more of a thing.
Yeah, and if the flippers really were in Lost Woods, you never had to go past Sphere 1 to get your go mode.
Nope.
Okay, looks like Renderer does want some fairies here for his bottles.
I don't blame him. One bit.
And indeed, there were the flippers in Thieves' Hideout.
Yep. Wow. So Slumberjack joins Professor Render in go mode. And Leapit got a tempered sword somewhere, apparently.
Well, that's a good find.
Yeah, so he won't be doing Master Sword Silverless. Oh, my goodness. It must have been somewhere in Pod, would be my guess. We'll see. We'll rewatch kind of Lana go through Pundin Pod and see. But she doesn't have the bow, so never mind. She'll have to skip some things too, like the boss and whatever. So, all right. So, Professor Render, the first on our screen to enter Ganon at 47 minutes and 12 seconds. Oh, Ganon, a great spot right there for a couple of spots. That's another good spot for him. Just sit in the corner and Master Sword yourself away.
And for some reason, we can't seem to get Renderer's audio for the Ganon fight, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Alright, so in phase 2 right now, probably the hardest of the phases for Ganon and Master Sword Silverless. Now, since Render doesn't have a bow of any kind, which bow does Ganon tell you about?
Oh, Ganon just calls you a dingus.
Oh, okay.
He says something like, Silvers, you don't even have a bow, dingus.
Got it. It's so rare that you see someone fighting Ganon without a bow, so...
Yeah, it can occasionally happen. Can occasionally happen when Pod and Eastern are both pendants as they are here, and either it's fast Ganon or the runner knows how to mimic clip in GT.
Yep. Or I guess it could happen in cross keys too.
But Renderer is through the worst of it. He is on to phase 3 now. It's just a matter of patience.
Yep.
And getting the torch glitch.
Yes.
Get the torch glitch and be very patient.
Yep. Half magic is not something he has, so. The late bit will have an easier fight with Ganon when you get there. And we're going to get late bit reading the pedestal, so let's see what it is.
And Renderer did get the torch
glitch.
He's
got blind bow. He has all 3 pendants.
Wow! He's right there to get his flippers, though, for go mode.
Oh, $5.
Yeah, late bit will make up some time with that tempered sword, but not enough as long as, you know, Renderer just has the patience to get through here.
Yep.
It is really just that, you know, 24 spins is a long time.
And he has 1 heart, so he cannot die either. I don't know if he has fairy.
He caught a fairy, though, unless he already used it.
Oh, right, but yes, he did.
Oh, there's Renderer's audio, okay. Bit late on some of his spins. And Slumberjack, now in Ganon Hole, Master Sword Silverless.
And he does have some Arias to make it a little easier for himself if he decides to go that route. Yeah, Slumberjack already on phase 2.
But Renderer's got to be at least halfway through phase 4 at this point.
I would assume so. So we never found a fire rod.
Nope.
And there are 15 runners in this, so someone might have found a fire rod. I don't know.
Slumberjack's still stuck on phase 2 here. Render takes a death, but there's his fairy. Late Bit, despite that trip to the Lost Woods, didn't grab his flippers, so he's still not in go mode. That's just...
What?
I don't get how you blind pull Ped and don't check Thieves' Hideout while you're at it, but this has been... I mean, I think people are just trying to blitz the whole thing since it's called Blitz mode, and there goes Ganon for Professor Render. Get your GGs in for him.
Yes. And he'll be first on our restream with... Get his official time in a second. He says to cross that 1x3 bridge or not. So he gets an official time of 53 minutes and 30 seconds. Good for 4th overall, just behind Furious Magic, Big Toby, and Shady Force.
All of whom were after the 50-minute mark, so, you know, it's pretty close, and I think we're joined by Professor Renderer now, GG.
I let myself get hit there, straight up. Okay, so there's a reason why I got myself hit. I was reading off every single Action 52 game for each one of the 52 spins. Not gonna lie.
That's how you kept your count, I see.
Yeah, I mean, I missed some. I missed some. Apparently, what I thought was 52 was wrong. So, okay.
But yeah, nice job. You found your. Did you like how Go mode was in phase 1 at the end of the day?
I mean, I wasn't really planning for it. I was well on my way to getting. I was wanting to get my fire rod so I could actually do Skull Woods, but that change of plans happened right as soon as I went to Aguinas.
Yeah. Well, we never did see the fire rod from anyone.
Well, okay.
One thing we did see that might have helped you a bit in a couple of places was Kane of Samaria was in front of Escape.
Oh, I never went there. Funny, I was not really planning that. It would have been nice to have that for Icebreaker, but so be it. I know exactly what you might be thinking about, like that hover that I happened to do in Paradox Cave. What?
Sorry, we're having issues here. I was saying it was a nice hover.
Yeah, we all noticed it was definitely a beautiful hover, my friend.
So I wasn't even planning for that. I was like, I'm gonna fall right here. I wasn't really like, I was just like, I don't want to get hurt or anything. So I just decided to like, okay, I didn't want to like lose too much health. So I opted to do the hover, just even though it was completely unnecessary for me to do it, and I've somehow got it. I'm like, okay, Andy. Okay.
And get your GGs in chat for Slumberjack now, who has exploded the pig.
Yeah, that was honestly pretty fun, not gonna lie. I'm still surprised I actually took first on Restream, 4th, no less. That's like, okay.
Yeah,
that's a win in my book.
And Slumberjack is now 2nd on Restream, 5th overall, exactly 3 minutes behind you at 56:30.
Perfect. Yeah. I'm still trying to like I'm still trying to like figure it out, like why I even like pulled off the hover to begin with. I wasn't even like attempting. I was like dead set in my mind, I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna like fall and embarrass myself on Restream just because I can do it now. I've been doing it for a couple of practice seeds on the side, probably some multi-worlds as well, but never on a race, even though it's completely unnecessary for me to do it.
And we're now joined by Slumberjack as well. GG.
Yeah, GG, sir.
GG.
GG's. Oh, I played this one like poop.
I mean, to be fair, I kind of was the same as well, but I somehow, like, I was like, I'm trying to think, what am I gonna do for my go mode? I was dead set on doing Skull Woods, but then as soon as the bombos showed, I'm like, okay, fine, I'll do Ice Palace. It's
Bombos was your go mode, huh?
Yes.
Oh, Flippers was mine.
What did you do?
Oh, I did Desert Palace, Tower of Hera, Ice Palace, and then I found my Flippers. I
Okay.
was looking for a fire source because Bombos also gave me something else, I think. I forget, but
TR.
yeah, Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I am. So I wasn't really like. I was just trying to like find the best route, and apparently, if, from what I'm seeing, Fire Rod was in Turtle Rock. Fire Rod was in Turtle Rock. Yeah, I was never going to Turtle Rock anytime soon, considering where the Samaria was.
Hey, if you want, runners on the
What?
stream, Lana Bean and Late Bit both checked PED but did not get flippers.
Well, what I saw was pocket change on my my credits, so.
Right, but the point is they were in Lost Woods checking PED and never did Thieves' Hideout.
Oh,
Oh.
wait, early book.
Where was
Oh.
Book?
Now I'm trying to remember. Thieves Town?
Yeah.
It wasn't Thieves. I know that. I
No,
found
it was
Ice Rod there.
That's a good question.
Apparently it was in Skull Woods.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Right, in Skullwood.
Oh, that would make sense. If you're in Skull Woods and you had the mirror on you already, you do the check while you're there. Okay.
But still not doing Thieves' Hideout.
but still not doing the Thieves Hunt. Yeah.
As Lana Bean is now doing Armos Knights and Late Bit is now doing the Purple Chest.
Yeah. Wow, really? Jeez. And I guess since Slumber, you heard me say this before you got introduced. I hovered, even though it was not necessary.
Oh, you hovered?
Yes.
Paradox Cave.
Yep, through Paradox, yeah. Because, the funny thing is that I was, like, expecting to fall. And now that I actually pulled it off, that hover isn't low. It's not really bad, because you're hovering from a diagonal, and then you roll your thumb towards the left. So it's not that hard to begin with. At least in my opinion. At least from, like, the one time I got it.
Wait, did anyone find Tempered?
Late Bit has it. We didn't see where he got it. And so does Lana Bean. Maybe it was in Pod somewhere?
Pod. Probably either in the basement or where the big key normally would be. One of those two places. Because everything else we saw.
Huh.
Didn't have anything.
The big key has a pod?
Where you find the big key in the vanilla game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The middle one.
That.
Yeah, my route never really went over to pod because I saw pendant pod. I'm like, in the mode like in a mode like this where you're all you're doing is trying to find your four dungeons to clear. There's no way I'm going to do a pendant pod where that's in that scenario.
So sorry, I have that in here. Lana Bean took a step to the side just to get her shield eaten before entering item.
Interesting call.
She wanted to get rid of that shield.
Yes, she definitely did.
Interesting call.
I was watching her open race earlier on the ladder, and she did this exact same thing.
Some people don't like shields.
Nope.
I don't. It's weird to me because I never think to do that because it's like it's mostly just coincidental. If it happens, it just happens when it does.
Late Bit's going to Dark Cross, but I think that does have to be the small key. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure as well.
Does sound like there's plenty of race to go, so I'm gonna peace out. But GG's to everyone playing, and have a good night, all.
Good
Yeah,
night.
GG again, Slumberjack.
See.
Yeah, I might stay a little bit. I don't know.
Well, Lapit's gonna get his Kana Samari here, which will be good for him at least.
Oh,
Well, I mean, he's already done ice, and he doesn't. He has tempered sword, so he's not going to need to, do the same amount of spins. So it doesn't help him that much at this point.
Well, unless he's gonna go to TR because he doesn't have.
That's true. We were told
Not have the numbers.
we were told by our tracker that apparently Fire Rod is in TR. So if he goes there, he can get his go mode that way.
Yep.
yeah. I'm like, I don't see a reason why you would go to Turtle Rock, like in this in the mode where like your 4 objectives, or your 4 crystal dungeons are just right there. It was right there, and it would never, Turtle Rock never crosses the mind. If I went to Front of Escape first, then that would have been a different story.
We'll have to see where Lapit goes. I mean, for him, that's kind of all he has left. He already did Skull Wood.
Thieves Hideout.
He could, but
yeah, he's going up the mountain. He's taking that Cane of Samaria. He's fluted to 1.
Well,
Taking the long way around to TR.
yeah.
Oh, he never checked inside Spec Rock Cave?
I guess
Oh, that would explain it.
Now, I was wanting to see if there was something there inside Spec Rock, because I would have hovered that one too.
Oh, and Late Bit is fluting away.
Does he?
We still never got Quake to do Mire.
Right. Did he check the Mire area?
I mean, he's done Desert. Maybe he got in with the book, I get. Maybe he's forgotten he did Mire Shed? No, he's realizing he did that. I mean, my best guess is that he's just completely forgotten about Thieves' Hideout.
Right. Oh, at this point, yeah.
No, Late Bit, you've completely cleared Desert. I can tell you that much.
Thieves was Flippers, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like, so my opening, like my opener was actually wasn't too bad. Now, there could have been one extra change would have been, like would mean if I went to Sawashwala first, because I would have gotten Mare at that point, and I would have just flew up. I would have just gone up to, once I got the stuff I needed to go to Hera, which probably would have been that not said honestly. I would have been able to get Hera Basement, but I never did. So
You didn't miss anything.
Now, Lana Bean's going to the mountain after having finished Ice Palace for her 3rd crystal.
There really wasn't. Was there nothing in Hera Basement?
There was nothing in Hera Basement.
Piece of Heart.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Oh, she's doing Spike Cave. I guess she never did that.
I love the spike. I love my Spike Cave that I did. Just it's probably one that was completely unnecessary, but I did it with my red potion and my fairy. I mean, it's doable, but I didn't want. Oh wait, both have magic. Where was that?
Eastern big key chest.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you avoided the pendant dungeon, so you didn't get things like half magic and tempered sword. That might have helped a bit on Ganon, but you did a fine job.
Yeah,
Master Sword Silverless anyway.
The only one I did was Thieves Town because it was right there, and
oh, you didn't even get a bow, right? Oh no, you do have a bow. Never mind.
I got a bow late, but I was debating whether or not I would do it, but it was like, no, it's in a mode like this. I don't want to waste too much time doing. I don't want to waste too much time. I just going into pendant dungeons.
So Lana Bean is probably going into TR here, and she will get her Go Mode Fire Rod in there.
And then the $1 million question is, does she save and quit and do Skull Woods? Or does
Well, we'll find out how far in that Fire Rod is. That probably determines, like, if it's on Laser Bridge, you just do Trinex. If you get it at the very front, I would at least save and quit Skull Woods.
Yeah. Well... The easiest flippers were missed by 2 runners, and they are now stuck with doing TR.
Well, now, let's see what Lightbit does. I mean, he's saving and quitting.
That's the funny thing is that, like, I'm surprised they decided not to go all the way up after into Lost Woods, because like
they were there twice.
Yeah, with a pre-activated flute like this, it opens up a lot of weird routing decisions. But the one I
there it is, first chest.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's beautiful. That would have been nice if I actually decided to get Samaria early, but whatever.
Or at all. Yeah. But so with the pre-activated flute in this mode, it opens up a lot of weird routing decisions, and but the most one I tend to do whenever I have that option is Cack Rush. Is go for the Cack Rush. Just by virtue of the fact that you can just get everything from there. Thankfully, tier 1 was 20 rupees, so that helped cover costs, and also the fact that I got like pretty much practically almost every single starting inventory 20 rupees. And then at that point I was just thinking, well, after we're done with this, I'm gonna go head into the Dark World and call it a day. Nope. That was an immediate change of plans as soon as I think it was the hook shot that I got early on. Yeah, hook shot was
yeah.
Everyone got that early.
Yeah, that was a immediate change of plans, and then I got up Lost Woods.
Oh no. Not a bean swamp master.
But so like I was like, okay, fine, change of plans. We're gonna go up the mountain, but I still want to get Lost Woods before I inevitably leave it out forever. And hey, at least it worked out. Pretty much the end after I got the bum was the ending route was just trivial.
Well, Lana's gonna kill Mothula here and then go kill Ganon.
And Latebit decided to run out of Spike Cave so that where are you mirroring? So that he could mirror and go back into the portal. Anyway, I assume he's gonna make the Turtle Rock play here because there's nothing else for him to do on the mountain.
Right.
Yeah.
Lana Bean now has her 4 crystals. Remembers that it is slightly quicker to use the portal at 5 than at 4. And yeah, Late Bit has actually forfeited. Surprised he... Or we just saw a forfeit come through. I don't know if that means he gets the fire rod here and decides he doesn't want to finish it.
Yeah, that's a good question. And he has forfeited in the race room, so I'm going.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
The forfeit came through in the race room, but we have about a 1-minute restream delay. So yeah, he gets the fire rod. Yeah, he's just sitting. I think he decided once he saw the fire rod there, he didn't want to play it through. Perfect position for a phase 2, very quick phase 2 from Lana Bean with tempered spins. And of course, she'll only have to do 12 spins to phase 4.
Yeah, that'll definitely make it faster. Alright, so... Oh, and...
Oh, Silver's wearing Meyer. I didn't catch that. Our other runners.
Yeah, given how this played out, there's no way I get this. There's no way anyone gets the silvers here.
I mean, it's entirely possible Quakes and GT, since 4 crystals also open GT.
Right, yeah, but then, like, why would you go to GT in a fast time?
Right. No, there is zero reason you would go to GT and take open Meyer silvers.
Yeah, if the GT requirement was lower, then that's a possibility. But again, why would you do it in a fast game then?
Right. And I'm guessing like...
Yeah, just a couple more spins for Lana Bean here. Getting the triples. Oh, a little too early there, Lana. I'm gonna think 1 or 2 more spins should do it. And there, down goes Ganon. Get your GGs in chat for Lana Bean.
GG.
And she finishes here 3rd on the restream, 11th overall, 116.18. We still have 2 more runners going. Let's see if she wants to do an interview.
I'm gonna guess Leap It will not.
But here's Lana Bean, GG.
GG.
GG, thank you, and whoops.
Did you hear about the flippers?
No.
It was
Steve. Oh yeah, Renderer, go ahead.
Thief dropped down in Lost Woods.
It was what?
Thief dropped down in Lost Woods.
Oh, Lost Woods.
Yep.
Hmm.
I went north after I did my Kakariko.
Yeah,
Wow. I guess I forgot Lost Woods.
I mean, you were there for Skullwoods. You had the mirror.
Yeah, it do be like that though.
I kind of did a lot of whoopses on this one. Yeah.
Well, at least you found the hammer eventually.
Yeah, and I found a tempered sword in a dungeon I didn't need to go into once, let alone twice. So you know. Yay. If you can't laugh at yourself, what can you laugh at? It's good times. Love it.
Yeah, I mean, this mode's actually is not too. It's like it's pretty straightforward. It's like once you know, it's something. I was like, hey, I'm feeling like doing it. I want to make some pancakes before I make started. And just play. I got nothing else to do on Friday, so there we go.
Why not pull ped or get close to?
Yeah. Or in my case, why not hover Paradox Cave? It's
There
not
you go.
necessary. It's not necessary, but here we are. Goes to show that. I mean, I could do it now. I could do it much better now, considering I'm on console.
This was a great seed. I just goofed hard. Kakariko apparently lost Woods. So I would have been right up there with front runners if I actually checked Kakariko. Oh lordy.
Yeah, it happens, honestly.
Yeah.
I was surprised that I even came first on Restream, considering I was like, at that point nearing the end of the game, I was just like, okay, where's the sword? Where's the sword? Nope. I guess we're gonna do the thing I wanted to do. Even though I don't have a mic for it on Restream, I'm going to name off every single Action 52 game on the NES for every spin I do.
There you go. Wonderful idea.
I would have just named off playing cards.
Well, that would have worked better, honestly.
How would you drop?
That would have worked way more better than what I was doing.
And
So
this
you-
is the 7 of clubs spin.
So y'all are telling me the two things I skipped, South Cac and the Lost Woods, would have saved me 25 minutes.
Easily.
Easily, yep.
Ah. Feels bad. That's okay. I did everything
It
else.
happens.
I full cleared the seed except apparently Lost Woods. And the rest of Turtle Rock.
But hey, we got to find out where Tempered was. We got to find out where Fire Rod was.
True. Oh, yeah, I guess you guys never needed Fire Rod with Flippers, huh?
Mhm.
Well, I could say if Fire Rod was not NTR or Flippers, I would have not known what I forgot. I forgot about Lost Woods completely.
Yeah.
This mode messes with my mind a bit with all the availability early.
At least it's still a fast mode, even when you totally last location things. You know, it's
Which
not
I did.
like it's not like 2 hours plus like certain other modes we've had this week.
True. It'll be fun to see what Open does to us on Sunday. Render, you better roll it.
I'll see what
Oh
happens.
no!
Oh, bother.
Oh, I'll never forget that the MC shuffle.
I just love your roll from a couple weeks ago. That's what wants me to have you roll another. I love it. Agaped, just do everything.
Anyway, we should probably be calling it a night at this point.
Sounds good. Thank you, everybody, for putting up with my crud during this run. Appreciate it.
Thanks to everyone for actually putting up like with me just being like completely dumb. With just doing the things I was doing, but at least it worked out in the end. I mean,
It's a Friday night and fast seed.
yeah. You might have a bit of fun and hey, just do a bit of showing off considering what I was doing. But just just plug the normal stuff. Thanks, comms, trackers, restream, and everything, all that, viewers, stuff like that.
Yeah, thanks
you.
again to our Restream runners, of course, and please do give them a follow.
Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it whenever you have me on. It's wonderful. You're all greatly appreciated.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna bail here. JG, thanks for having me on.
Yeah, GG, sir.
Me too. GG, everybody.
Yeah, thanks again, and thanks, of course, to our trackers, Lady Laura, Linda, and Robs, who dealt with a very ornery tracking app tonight. So we appreciate them sticking through that.
Sounds like a typical night with the tracker app.
Yeah. Well, tonight was worse than usual.
Yes.
And yeah, Nitro, glad we got to work together. It's been a while.
Oh, it's always a pleasure to work with you, sir. You're one of my favorites. You and Smirk are probably my two favorite people. I've never gotten a chance to work with Mindium yet. Maybe that'll happen one of these days. But yeah, my three favorite people to come with.
Well, thanks. No, it was fun.
Always.
And that's gonna do it for us. So, also remember, if you're not already following the Speed Gaming channels, please do give them a follow. Speed Gaming 2 through 6. And as our runners mentioned, the next daily race here is our weekly open race, which will be Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, channel to be announced. So people look out on the schedule for that.
Yep. Good luck to all.
And have a good weekend.
Good night.